Hello, welcome to my channel. We're going to be making ogbono soup today. We're going to start off with boiling the broth on the stove right now. Just a little bit of broth. The meat is already cooked, so we just have the broth on the stove. Now we're grinding up the ogbono seed, and then we're going to put it into a pan. And as we're putting it into the pan right now, just taking it out of the blender. It doesn't matter which blender you use, any type of blender. Add the ogbono seed that's already blended up. Make sure it's fine, like it's really, really fine. Blend it up really, really well. Put it all into the blender. Once it's all put into the blender, we're gonna try to break it up a little bit because it kind of cakes up in the blender. And then after that, we're gonna add a little bit of oil, palm oil, inside of the grinded ogbono seed. Add that in now. After you add that in, you're gonna mix that up really, really well in the pan. Just mix it up until it's grinded. Mix it up well. Yep, kind of press down on it, kind of blend it in really, really well. Get all. Make sure you see no more powdery substance of the ogbono seed. And then after we do that, we're gonna sit it on top over the stove where the boiling broth was at. We're gonna just sit it on top of that and kind of like mix it in as it's on top of the stove. Kind of let it kind of melt a little bit. You don't have to do that step. You can skip that step. It's not really necessary, but we love to do it. Kind of have it kind of cook a little bit prior before we pour it inside of the broth. But you can just mix it outside of, if you don't want to put it over it, you can just mix it outside. But we chose to mix it over the pot. So you pour it inside the broth. Kind of scrape all the leftover ogbono and palm oil off into the pot. And then after that, you're going to kind of stir it up really, really well. Make sure you stir it up. You're going to notice after you start stirring up, the ogbono is going to thicken up because it's a really drawing soup. It draws, so you just kind of stirs really, really well. You just stir as it's cooking. You kind of stir. You got to keep stirring to try to break up the ogbono. So you just stir it really well. Stir. You see it kind of bubbles up. Kind of keep stirring. As you stirring it, you can tell that it's getting thicker. If you can look, you can see that it's thickening and drawing up. See, and that's when it's almost done. You probably stir for like at least about 15 minutes, and you'll know that it's done when you see it kind of burns on the bottom. You don't want it to burn completely, but you'll see that it's burnt just a little bit because you kind of want it to burn because you really want to. And then you're gonna pour the broth. You're gonna pour broth into the ogbono. And then you're going to stir it up a little bit more. After you done poured your broth. So we already cooked our meat. The meat is already cooked. So the broth that we're using is from the meat that we already cooked already. So we just mixing that all in together. Keep mixing. Just pour enough broth. I will pour at least about 2 to 3 cups, depending on how big of a pot you're using. You don't really need to pour that much broth or how big of a soup you're trying to cook. So we pour about 3 cups of broth inside. And then you kind of stir it up together. Let it thickens up a little bit more. And as it thickens up, just keep stirring. This process, you're going to be over the stove for a minute, just kind of like there, just stirring it in. You know, you kind of lift it up, try to see, make sure it still is drawing. You sure that it's drawing. And then after that, you're going to add your spinach. We add spinach, but any vegetable that you choose to add, you can add to it. But we are using spinach, so we're going to add the spinach to the ogbono soup. And, you know, just kind of put it all in there together. Just going to add as much as you can. Kind of add a total about 3 cups of spinach. 3 to 4 cups of spinach because we're cooking a pretty big pot of it. And then you kind of stir it all in. Now I'm telling you again that we already cooked the meat, so the meat is already cooked. So we just need to cook the soup. So you stir that in, stir it, and make sure that the spinach pour that soup over our meat, and this is what it comes out to look like. We have the fufu already made. We already had the meat, so we just pour the soup over the meat, or you can mix your meat in with your soup and cook it all together. Thank you for visiting our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys again soon with more delicious West African cuisine.